If you think the world has changed in recent years, you would be right. But if you think things can't be changed much more, then strap in and get ready for the ride. Things are only just getting started. IoT, Web 3.0, Metaverse, augmented reality, digital twins, driverless vehicles. The world we know is geared up to change more rapidly than many of us could ever imagine. The rate of change can catch businesses off guard. If they don't move fast, they can get left behind, never to recover. How can companies keep up? The answer lies in two simple words: cloud computing. The ability to transform and reinvent is totally dependent on businesses become cloud native and cloud first. Fast adoption of technologies like AI, machine learning, metaverse, and automation will depend on moving your infrastructure to cloud. PT Metrodata Electronics and AWS are already ahead of the curve. They are already helping businesses across Indonesia to become true cloud adopters and ready themselves for the digital future that awaits us all. We spoke to Metrodata Solution Director Edwin Octosa and the AWS Solutions Architect RM Dana Saputro to find out more about how Metrodata is partnering with AWS to migrate businesses to cloud and prepare them for the exciting times to come.
Definitely, cloud computing in Indonesia bring new possibilities for business and organization in Indonesia, especially how they get the digitalization up and running, and on the same time, it does speed up the execution. Basically, with cloud, building new IT services for customer and internal employee can be done in a much faster rate compared to the traditional way, which is the on-premise way. Also, I think with the cloud, right, and with AWS cloud in particular, customers also have access to the widest and most complete ready-to-use service in AWS marketplace. So we can see services such as backup as a service, learning management system, ticketing system, even up to big data and analytics services. So that's one of the biggest impact that we see in the cloud computing in Indonesia. Yeah, we do realize that I think some or probably many, right, in companies, they already starting to use at least a minimum infrastructure in the cloud, right? But basically, cloud has a very wide definition, and as I mentioned earlier, right, the solution can be done are very wide as well. It is a variety of services. Basically, if we may suggest to our customer, why don't we just take a step back, and look first, right? Be very sure of what your organization want to achieve, and again, on the same time, be very ambitious about it as well, right? Basically, the idea is how IT can position to offer competitive advantage factor. So basically, I mentioned, right, some of the best traits that people can have from cloud. So we can start with simple initiative. For example, how can I simplify and speed up our current business process, and how also on the same time we can provide the best experience for our customer. And we at Metrodata are ready to help you in this day zero solutioning phase.
Okay, so basically it doesn't work like that. Everything will be based on your type and complexity of application and workload as a general. A pure 100% public cloud approach is very much doable. But for enterprise customers with hundreds or more of applications, hybrid cloud is actually more common. And both Metrodata and AWS totally believe that it is the right approach. It's about how we ensure which application goes to which environment. Is it to on-premise or is it to the AWS cloud? Which one is the best? Also, how we can ensure the secure and reliable connection between these two. So even with two silos environment, IT will be able to leverage the most potential value of both their on-premise and AWS cloud environments simultaneously.
basically we seen that the cloud adoption is going at a very tremendous rate. And however, on the same time, talent is also quite limited at the market. So basically our view, we as a partner, we are able to support you not only from day zero, but also the day one, which is the implementation. And if it's required, we also being able to support the day two, which is running the operation. So this cloud adoption basically is a journey. And as we discussed, there are a lot of things that can bring value to your business. We see this as a continuous engagement model with our customer. Even we as a partner also acknowledge there are a lot of things that we need to learn and adopt ourselves. With confidence, we will be your customer partner through this cloud journey process.
I think some of it are already answered by Pak Edwin, but let me add a few things. The first one, in terms of your pure AWS billing, there will be no uplift on this. It will be the exact value of what it is going to cost you if you're directly doing business with AWS, let's say through your corporate credit card. On top of that, if we talk day zero, we will be the one who defines your business needs into a proper best practice solutions through our experience and close engagement with AWS subject matter expert. And Metrodata as a partner also have subject matter expert also ranging from DevOps, databases, ERP, big data, IoT, and so many more. In short, whatever your business need, we can collaborate internally and combining resources who are AWS experts and workload experts. On day one, we will for sure adopt best possible methodology and best practices to ensure minimum risk, optimum timeline, and best possible architecture result. On day two, we have cloud managed service offerings to ensure customer got the best value of their AWS cloud, also optimize customer investment or billing. And lastly, we will always keep our door open to any kind of discussion that our customer needs. This is from our experience as a partner. The first one, AWS is the pioneer of cloud business. So in terms of available services and support for unique workloads, the technical guidelines, their marketplace offerings, they are the most major cloud provider. Let me put it this way. If you want to build a complex cloud environment according to your on-premise one, it can be achieved with AWS and Metrodata. The second one, security is everything. The most concerns we receive from our customer are whether cloud are safe as their on-premise one. And actually, it can be safer at a smaller cost. Since AWS managing their own high standard of securing physical data center, and we as a partner also getting the best in terms of guidelines, methodology, and control on securing our customer data into the cloud. Not to mention the sheer number of security artifacts and certification that already been released by AWS themselves. The third one, their global architecture model are basically the best. If you are looking for cloud with the most control and availability, AWS is the answer. And the last one, we also see AWS as the best in terms of customer satisfaction and retention, since they are wholeheartedly customer-obsessed company. And we from AWS Metrodata are also having the same mindset as them.
Yeah, I think along with the collaboration that we do with AWS, so basically we understand that cloud business is unique, right? So along with that, we learn from AWS Indonesia, and with that we see a very big business potential in Indonesia. And while on the same time, it also requires a wide variety of business needs. So basically, our CCOE being there is to fill these needs. So initiative, for example, like big data and analytics, IoT, security, and even bringing ERP to AWS will require subject matter expert that they will navigate during the solutioning and also implementation process. And not to forget, if the customer require us to run the operation, we also able to support them. Basically, the main goal of having this CCOE is, of course, to provide commitment and assurance to our customer and Indonesia business as general, that we internally have a dedicated CCOE team for AWS Cloud that can be your go-to partner for your cloud journey continuously.
There are several points that I want to highlight. The first one is the IT cost savings. Some of our customers are seeing significant saving by adapting cloud rather than on-premise infrastructure. We have one customer, one of the biggest FMCG company, that are revitalizing their SAP environment with AWS Cloud, which they still get all of the support from SAP, since AWS comes with the most SAP certified EC2 or instances, but with OpEx model. The second one, you can start from small, pay only what you really use. The most significant use case we are seeing are for customers that are looking to big data. Usually big data with on-premise investment are very costly. We are helping one of the biggest heavy equipment manufacturing company in Indonesia in building data warehouse and data visualization use case. And comparing this with on-premise solution, we were able to save more than 50% of their budget. This can be achieved since cloud are available in flexible metrics. Customer will only need to pay for what they're using based on the services that they're using at a certain period of time and very low cost for maintaining data at rest. Of course, we Metrodata as partner will also provide our customer with multi-year estimated investment on this. The third one is less hassle in IT operation, but with higher SLA and reliable services. There are three additional points that I want to discuss also. The first one, the beauty of cloud is moving your application and database into a PaaS model, platform as a service, meaning both IT team nor partner no longer need to manage the operating system level, where usually there are a lot of patching involved in a year. The second one is the higher SLA. Unless you are building on an on-premise infrastructure, on an enterprise level, SLA higher than 99.9% will be difficult to achieve. It is totally different with cloud approach. And the last one, this is seen across our customers. IT can focus on new initiatives rather than maintaining environment status quo.
Thank you. So I think in short, right? So basically, Metrodata, along with the collaboration that we're doing with AWS, yeah. So we not only put ourselves only as a reseller partner for AWS, but I think the key points here is that how we are able to elevate, yeah, our customer digitalization journey, especially, right? So I think this Metrodata and AWS together, we are playing a very central. Right, so I already mentioned we're not only doing the day 0 and day 1, even up to day 2. Yeah, so we able to support our customer managed operation. So basically, this is our go-to market model. So we want to be your one-stop partner for your transformation journey with AWS Cloud. Thank you.
Okay, so from my part, I think the one that make Metrodata and also AWS special is because we are focusing on helping our customers. We want to become the best partner that customer can use for them to implementing the AWS in their IT environment. And we, of course, we are trying to do our best to become the best partner for our customer who are willing to change their IT environment from on-premise to AWS. So if you require the best partner for AWS environment, you should call Metrodata.